Welcome to MASA'S Kitchen with Music. This is a cooking show, but I'll be giving a live music performance at the end, so please stick around. Hi, my name is Masa. I'm a musician by trade, but also quite passionate about cooking. Though I've never had a formal culinary training, I enjoy cooking and love sharing the meals I cook with family and friends. Now with this cooking channel, I'm excited to share my passion with new friends around the world. Today, I'll be showing you how to make Spanish tortilla or Tortilla de Patata. If you've ever been to Spain, you know this dish. It's served in every bar and restaurant. It's enjoyed by everyone during breakfast hours or as a tapa throughout the day. It's quite delicious and complex in flavor, but the authentic version is surprisingly only made with 4 different ingredients. Let me show you. Okay, here they are, 4 different ingredients. Large russet potato, I'll be cutting it into smaller bits. And medium to large onion, I'll be chopping into finer pieces. And these 6 eggs will be beaten, and 1.5 teaspoons worth of kosher salt. That is it. I've taken about 1/2 teaspoon out of this original batch of kosher salt, and then we're going to probably mix in just like that. So it's time to start cooking potatoes. I'm going to saute it with olive oil, of course. So we are going to cook potato first, but it takes a little longer to cook than onion. So it'll take several minutes for this to kind of get a little bit more tender. And in a few minutes, I am going to add onions in this batch and then cook them together for the rest of the way. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes, and then it's getting a nice toasty color, and it smells much nicer too. And I'm going to just kind of sprinkle this rest of the salt in there. And start turning. And continue to cook for a few more minutes. Okay, it's time to add onion. Just right on top of the potato. You can start out with a little high heat when you start to cook potatoes, but at this point you should probably reduce the heat to maybe a medium, so nothing gets charred. Now, once you put onion in, you have to stir it fairly constantly, once again, to avoid charring on the bottom. And we'll continue to cook until onion looks a little more transparent and potatoes are almost fully cooked. So I'd say another 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, it's been about 12-13 minutes since the potato first went into the pan. And this is just about ready. It all depends on the size of the potato you cut into. Like a bigger the piece is, takes a little more time, and then so forth. And you can accelerate by putting a lid on it and then keep the steam, and then that way it cooks faster as well. And there's nothing wrong with it. I've done it both ways, and then it just comes out just fine either way. So this is the exciting part. I just turned off the heat, and then I'm gonna put this into the beaten eggs. And I was using a 12-inch pan because it's bigger and then a little bit deeper, and then things don't fly out, and then I just kind of like it that way. But the next step, I will use a slightly smaller one. I'll be using a 10-inch pan. So here's a new pan, a little smaller, a little shallower, and this will fit into it quite well. I'm going to start heating it. And put on the olive oil. Be generous with it, and then works so much better with a good non-stick pan. So I highly recommend the use of it. Okay, so let's wait till this gets a little bit hotter. Okay, the pan is hot. Looks perfect. And we'll cook it like this for a few minutes. It's been about 4 minutes with medium to medium high heat. And this is the exciting part. We need to flip this over so this top side gets cooked next. Here's a plate, regular old plate. I'm gonna cover it, and okay, so far so good. A little bit more oil. And slide this back in. And just shake it like this to even the content all across, so it's not like fat on one side and skinny on the other. Okay, and I can tell by the way this content is moving around on the pan that it's not really sticking, so that's good. All you have to do is just wait. It's been 2-3 minutes at the most since flipping happened. I'm gonna just turn off the heat and cover the pan with a plate again, and I'm gonna flip it over. Oh, just one more thing. This side, it's a little bit dark brown. It always like this, like when you pour it in from the kind of liquid runny eggs and everything else, it kind of gets flat on the bottom, and everything is cooked evenly. So it looks kind of uniformly brown, but the other side usually is much prettier. It's like a sort of yellow and then brown, and then it's like a lot of different patterns and stuff. Let me show you. There it is. So it's quite beautiful. Turned out very nice. I am going to wait a little bit before I cut into this because interior is still kind of getting firm. It's still cooking, although it's off the heat, of course. So I'm gonna let it sit for maybe 15-20 minutes, and then we'll cut into it and then see how it turned out. Okay, let's cut into it and then see how it looks. Here's the best part. So let me taste it. Came out great. Hopefully yours did too. As I promised earlier, I owe you a music performance. So I'm gonna get that ready. And I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. See you soon.